So as I'm getting ready to leave to go down to the police station, I see code enforcement pulling up to obviously fill out some kind of complaint thing. See what this is all about. Oh, there's that dog going crazy in front of my neighbor's house for some reason. Oh. How you doing, sir? With code enforcement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm recording if you don't mind. I'm recording if you don't mind. Sure. It's nothing against you or nothing like that, just to be honest with you. I'm actually literally on my way right now with all my paperwork to go to the police department. File a complaint against my neighbor. I'm assuming that he definitely called you. He calls you guys all the time.
I got a call. I didn't. My supervisor did.
Okay.
And I think there was an email also written to him, so I'm responding to that.
Right. I'm sure I'm going to the police department because I have plenty of videos of him. He's been antagonized. He calls code enforcement on everybody. He called the police yesterday also. I had my elderly neighbor come down. I lived in this house, bought in 2001 until about 2 years ago, and I lost my house to the bank, and so did this neighbor here. You know, right about at the same time. John, he's in his 70s now. So when he lost his house, I ended up moving over here and renting it. This guy yeah.
Yep.
This guy's been a problem to everybody in the neighborhood since day one. John actually, he lives in North Florida now. This guy, George.
Where's he live?
He lives right over there.
Okay.
When police go to his house, he tried to burn down my garage. Now, I don't have 100% proof because I didn't see him, but the fire department came down here. I have videos and everything like that. He came out and shot a gun yesterday in his backyard. He's a complete psychopath. He thinks, when I say complete psychopath, you know, I'm talking about, he thinks he works for Blackwater. Okay? And he's never been in the military. He doesn't work. He can't hold on a job. His mother, who is on some kind of city council thing or something, or knows people in the city council, she pays all his bills and everything like that. He doesn't work. He hasn't had a job in the 12 years I've been here.
What's your name?
My name is Dylan.
Dylan?
Dylan? Yeah.
Dylan.
So,
I'm John.
John, okay.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
You're giving me a lot of information, and I can't comprehend it all.
Okay, let me just say, all right, I'll just break down to this, okay? I know that he was going to be calling the police and calling code enforcement, and he's talking about some fence post that I'm drilling nails in there, and people jump. He's making all these crazy accusations, and it's bad because I understand when he calls the police and you say, hey, someone's hitting me or something, they have to respond and show up.
Yeah.
You know, or he calls code enforcement, and that's what he does to everybody. On that neighbor, on this guy over here, he calls him on everybody, and it's lies, basically. And I have him in the lies, and then he claims he has video and all that, but he's never produced. He has videos of me claiming I'm putting stuff in his gas tank, and I'm driving nails through the walls, and all kinds of crazy stuff at 3, 4 in the morning. And it's so crazy and ludicrous, but everyone has to come and respond.
So bottom line is you got a crazy neighbor.
Right, but I'm going today, and I'm filing charges for harassment and stalking, and I have video of all this, and him spitting on me and not him shooting the gun because I wasn't recording at the time, but he pulled out a gun, and he does kill animals. Okay. Both me and the neighbor.
So you have a police issue?
Yes, I am going, literally, I was on my way right now, showering everything down there, and...
Well, let me explain what I'm doing here.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know who it is, and I can show you the email.
Yeah, but you got multiple contacts to come here. Right,
So, I still have to show up for that.
Absolutely, yeah. You're just doing your job. You're doing what you have to do.
They did mention motorhomes.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if that's allowed the way... Is that your motorhome, man?
Yeah, if you want to look at the plate and everything, because he's, you know, the plate's registered and all that.
I know that's illegal where it is.
You know that one's illegal?
I mean, it's not supposed to be parked on grass. But that's a minor.
Okay, well, but if I move that onto the cement?
That would be fine, sir.
Okay.
This here, I think it has to be... First of all, does anybody live there?
There's a guy... these people just moved in. They bought the house. I know they're what do you call it? They're moving some stuff around basically. Yeah. And I know they just came back. This thing comes and goes. I think they left for a bike week or something like that, and they just come back. Yeah. So this thing does come and go. And it's a guy that owns. There's another truck out here, so he's not here. Yeah. It's like a security camera thing. He does security cameras.
But does anybody live there?
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
As far as do they live in there? Live in there?
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I think they live, you know,
I
inside
take
here. 'cause it's
pictures so that when I go back to my desk
Yeah.
and I look through the code, because I don't remember all the codes.
Right.
Is it legal?
Right.
It may be. It may not be. I don't want to lie to you.
Right.
I don't
you
know.
got to check and be sure
I
there's
don't know.
tons of codes.
So
right.
I'm not going to say, no, you can't have this here unless I know for sure you can't.
Right.
But I know that you can't have any vehicle parked on grass.
Okay. If so, I mean, the thing runs and everything. You see, it's in
Yeah.
good condition,
Okay.
right? There's no leaks on it. The registration is good.
Okay.
So, I'll move it today.
Yeah.
Onto the grass. Is that okay?
No, off the grass.
Yeah. I got a million things on my mind. Like,
Yeah.
I was so excited about going to the police station, like literally right now,
Yeah.
and then you pulled up, and I knew
Yeah.
100% that code enforcement,
Because of him.
because he got mad.
It wasn't just this. It was, he mentioned a
He mentioned all
444.
kinds of stuff. 444?
Yes, that's the 4-unit rental on this side of the street. The two units. It's in shape for you right
Oh,
here.
so he was talking about the other unit there too.
Yes.
So he's So again, I told the landlord
He has the
here,
right
right,
to do this.
He has the right to
Just
do this.
just like you do.
Right, but I was telling him that that's what he's gonna have to get used to. That he's gonna be calling, but it's also, I want you to understand. Like, listen, I have nothing to do with that other property or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just want you to understand that the person that's calling is making up tons of fake, 100% fake accusations
You
that
know
are
this guy?
provable.
No?
No, never
Okay.
seen him. So,
Anyway, that's why I'm here.
okay, so he thinks he works for Blackwater. He kills these animals and stuff like that. He spit in my face. He
Once again, sir,
screaming.
that's a
right,
police
That's got
issue.
nothing. But just so you know, as far as you know.
So you have a nutty neighbor.
Okay, and what the information I can tell you about that property though is that a guy used to live there. He used to call code enforcement also on him. He was a colonel. It's a 5-plex, and he lived there completely by himself until he died just a few years ago. When he died a few years ago, unfortunately, his wife, moved in with some family, and they sold the place. Now I heard that a sober home bought it,
Could be.
but then I talked to one of the guys, and he said, "Oh, he used to live over there," and I don't think it's a sober homes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that they went in and they re-renovated everything, and they had guys working there for 6 months or something, and they just put people in there. And I told him and everybody that as soon as someone moves in there, the first month, code enforcement is going to be all over that place, and he's going to be calling police and everything like that, because that's
Oh, I'll
what
look
he
forward
does.
to it. Well,
He's going to keep you busy, but
that's okay. I'm only working.
yeah,
Nice talking to you, sir. Good luck.
no problem.
Good luck with you. And
I will 100% before 5 o'clock when I get back today. I'll have that moved.
no hurry. Just don't put it there in the future, okay? Because it's not allowed on grass.
That's
Okay,
totally
sir?
yeah, yes, sir. Thank you
Thanks
very
again.
much. All right, so just leaving to go to the police station to file the report. He called the police yesterday, which is funny because he's the one that spat on my face and screaming at my elderly neighbor and me for no reason. But as you can see, he just called code enforcement and called them on my house, and he called me on the other side's house also, which I knew was going to happen as soon as someone moved in. So now code enforcement is there. As you can see, there's another vehicle there. And this is what I have to deal with. And this is, the fake police reports and everything that he fills out. He knows this is what he does. He does this all the time. This is very common. So now code enforcement is coming to talk to this guy, take pictures, and start investigating and everything.
Is it 442?
Yeah, I was looking that up last night, actually. It's a weird thing. I know mine's 432, and then I thought his would be 436, but I think his is...
Well, they skip around.
His
the
jumps
address.
up 10 numbers,
Is
yeah.
Is it the house, the guy that you're having a problem with? Is it the guy with the boat?
The guy that I'm having a problem with is the one that when the police came, when he tried to burn down the garage, and all of a sudden, all the neighbors are out and he doesn't come out. The cops said, we come here all the time.
Is it the guy in this house here?
He's the guy with the fence that goes all the way around his property, cameras on every single corner, hidden cameras, like Fort Knox.
This guy?
Yeah.
Right there.
You go try to talk to him. Yeah.
I've had problems with him.
You've had problems with him?
I've had him call before.
Oh, yeah.
About stupid little stuff.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And he sits there literally, he doesn't work. He sits there all day and just stares over into my fence. Every single day for years and years. And if he sees me, he starts swearing at me, calling me a faggot. He's gonna fuck me up, and he's gonna call code enforcement. And all he's gonna, so.
You got neighbor problems.
So you know him too, then, right?
I do. I mean, indirectly.
Indirectly, but you've heard.
Yes. Oh,
That's
yeah.
That is even worse. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
worse when you hear about somebody.
Well,
Then.
good luck to you.
Cool. Thanks. Have a good day. Wow. Wow. So the code enforcement guy hasn't dealt with him directly, but he's heard about this guy calling and making accusations, and that's it right there. That pretty much says it all. Wow.